Hi there, I thought while I have the time, I wanted to share a lovely tip with you about how to keep your synthetic braided hair extensions smelling fresh and clean and beautiful. And I actually braid my own hair. And at the front, it was getting really like messy and fuzzy and it just looked like it needed refreshing. So what I did is I removed the hair from ear to the other side of my ear, took it out, washed my natural hair with conditioner, right from the scalp, give it a really good massage, and then I rinsed it, and then I just combed it out, I blow dried it, and I replaited it. So the front of my hair is nice and fresh. Not so much in the middle, not so much at the back, but the hairstyles that I do, for example, I do lots of updos, or I just have my hair smoothed back. That's the kind of styles that I have. You've got the effects of pollution. You've got the effects of food, which is a big one in my house because I cook fresh nearly every day. And we cook lots of like curries and spicy foods. And also I wear quite a lot of perfumes. So then I've got the mix of hair fragrance and, you know, sweat and dust, all of those things mixed in to the extensions. So you want your hair to smell really, really fresh. This is the best advice I can give anyone who wants to refresh their hair extensions, and if it's synthetic. So the first thing that I do, actually the first thing I need to show you, let's tell you what you need. Sorry. You need to have your equipment ready, okay? So the first thing you need is you need a really, really good conditioner or shampoo. It doesn't matter which. I love the smell of this. It smells brilliant. This is vanilla, milk and papaya. I bought it recently and I just can't get enough of the smell. It smells lovely. And I also like this one actually. This one has a really salon fresh smell. So the shampoo that I'm going to use is by L'Oreal, and this is a lovely like salon fresh smell. I talked about this in another video, and it just smells really like it's going to leave your hair smelling fresh and clean, and it's lovely. So I've got my shampoo ready. You need to have a basin, a sink. If you don't, you can use a massive bucket, and you 100% need a jug. You need a hairdryer. If you hear outside noise, the children are playing cops and robbers and spies with their walkie-talkies. And you need a towel to dry your hair. And most importantly, you need to have, believe it or not, fabric conditioner. Just choose a fabric conditioner that you absolutely love the smell of, because it will linger and last in your hair for a couple of days. So make sure that the fabric conditioner that you choose is one you love. So the reason why I use shampoo first is to cleanse the hair. Fabric conditioner doesn't really cleanse the hair. I'll show you what I'm going to do with it later, but it's not a clean, well, is it a cleaner? I'm not sure actually. I just know that it softens and it refreshes. But with your shampoos, it's going to cleanse. So my hair doesn't need to be cleansed at the scalp. I've already done that. What I'm going to do, I just had a great weekender. And, you know, I've got nightclub smell and, you know, been travelling on the train and the bus. So what I do is get some shampoo. I'm just going to pour it. I don't really measure. That's a bit of a shoddy side of the jug. So I don't measure. I just measure by eye. I'm just going to pour. I would say, well, let me just show you what's inside. I would say that's probably about 2 large tablespoons. Yeah. So just do that. And then with warm water, in a jug, I'm just going to just get my hands. If your hair is long, if your hair is shorter, then you need to get closer. So I'm just going to put my hands, just rub it onto my hair like that. People that have natural hair, I have natural hair, and that are worried that when they wash their hair, their natural hair will start to fuzz up and it won't look so sleek. Don't worry too much about it, because if you're going to blow dry your hair, you can smooth it with a brush at the same time, and it will kind of have like a straightening effect. If you still don't like the idea of that, then just avoid your natural hair. So my natural hair in braiding, it kind of stops about there. So if you didn't want your natural hair to fuzz up, then just wash the length of the extension. Okay, so you would just stop, you would start there, and you wouldn't go any further. But if you don't mind, or you want to experiment, then you can put it at the top. So you're just literally wetting the hair. You're wetting the hair with diluted shampoo. Shampoo and water. Yeah? And it should be nice and suddy. Make sure that you get all the hair. So I'm going to have to go down, so that the back is done as well. Okay? And make sure you give it a good squeeze. You can also, I don't think that will just turn it slightly. Yeah. So you can also pour the jug onto the hair. Make sure you've got enough space to do all of this. Yeah. And then you're just going to squeeze it out. Then after that, what you're going to do is rinse it. So it should be really soapy. Yeah? Don't be scared. Get all that polluted grime out of your hair. Get all those nightclub kisses out of your hair. I'm gonna wash that man right out of my hair. I'm gonna wash that man right out of my hair. Wash that man right out of my hair and send him on his way. Yeah? I love washing my hair. I just feel so revitalized, yeah? So just don't be scared. Just run your hands through it. Give it a good old wash. And with the same jug, put your rinsing water. Make sure that all the soap is out of the jug. So I'm rinsing out the jug now to make sure that there's no soap shampoo residue in there. Okay? And then what you did to your hair in terms of washing it, you're going to just do the same with clean, warm water. If you can manage hot water, do hot water. Just pour it on the hair. Pouring hot water on synthetic hair actually does refresh the look. You know when you get your braids done and the hairstylist or yourself, you know you put hot water in it just to seal the hair? Well, doing it again does no damage. It just makes it look brand new again. So I'm just going to give it a couple more rinses. You can even sit the hair into the jug like this. Let me see. You can sit the ends of your hair into the jug. Really be careful. If you're not an adult watching this, sorry, look at my hands. I did a tan. I did natural tanning on my friend's legs. Look at my hands. I apologise. Oh, that looks terrible. Anyway, if you're not an adult watching this video, please don't do this on your own. Yeah. Or if you're a bit clumsy, make sure that you've got a friend doing it with you. Well, just be very cautious. Take your time because you don't want to burn yourself. Okay. Right. So you can either dip your hair in at the ends like that. Now I've got kitchen hands, which means I can take heat, so I can squeeze it, but it will be hot. Some people might not be able to manage that, so take your time. Or you can use a rag if it's too hot for your hands. Then use a rag to squeeze it so you don't feel the heat on your hands. Okay, just use a rag like this and squeeze it out. So like I said, I'm just going to do a couple of rinses. Make sure that all the soap is out. Oh. And run your hands through it like that. get rid of any tangles and make sure that all the sections of the hair have been, you know, moistened and refreshed. Just one more rinse. There's no drip of water. Rinse it again. Put the hair in the jug. Hair ends. Put the jug back down into the sink or the bucket. Squeeze out the hair. And then just rinse, pour it onto the hair. Keep your face away from it and really please avoid your scalp, okay? And move your head to an angle where when you pour the water, it will be away from your head. Don't pour the water over your head like this with the spout. Use the side so it falls in a cascade like that, okay? But don't pour it directly. Otherwise it will hurt your scalp. And just don't make it too hot. If you can manage the heat, manage the heat. If you can't, then just take your time, okay? Alright, so it smells lovely. It smells like the shampoo. And I know, it's clean. Then I get a towel. I look like Cousin It. Oh dear. And then I just do it like that. And then I wrap my hair, sir. And if I'm going to be honest, I'll go do some hoovering. But I'm not going to do any hoovering. I'm just going to just show you the next steps. It was a stormy night. You know the night when the moon is right. And I was sitting outside with my artsy friends. Ooh, ooh, ooh. My Badu towel. Okay. Okay. Good. So it's not dripping all over the place. I don't like that. And you're creating mess everywhere you go. Just try to tidy as you go. Okay, so now we're going to do exactly the same thing, but this time instead of shampoo, we're going to use fabric conditioner. Now, fabric conditioner softens synthetic material and synthetic braids. So that's what it's going to do. It's going to soften it and it's going to refreshen it. You're not putting this on your scalp. You can avoid it. Just do the ends. Just try to do the ends of your braids. I don't want to encourage you to put this on your natural hair. Okay, just put it on the ends of the braids. And it's going to make a phenomenal difference. So before we do that, the most important thing is you need your kettle. Boil it. Make sure the water's ready. And just leave it next to you. So this is already boiled. I think I boiled this 10 minutes ago. It's still quite hot. And that's okay. If you boiled it 2 minutes ago, it's fine. You just want nice hot kettle water. So most conditioners come with a cap, a measuring cap. I would say I would pour 2 caps, 2 generous capfuls of your favourite conditioner. I'm not saying this is my favourite, but I like the smell of it. Okay, so yeah. And then what you're going to do is you're going to put nice hot to medium hot water into the jug or your sink. Yeah. Okay. And then all you're going to do is sit your hair in it for about a good 5 minutes or so. I won't show you the 5-minute length, so I'll edit the video. Alright, so I'm just going to sit the hair in it, gather the hair, sir. Getting into my Jamaican spirit, my Jamaican patois. You put the hair in the bucket, sir. as far down as it not touching your hair. Like that. Okay? You've got to be really, really conscious of health and safety. Think about who's around you. And again, you know, if you're someone who is quite clumsy, just be extra cautious. I'm just doing this to show you in the video. So for health and safety reasons, what I would do is I would put it in the sink like this and just keep my face and everything away from it. Make sure that the bathroom door is closed, or you just don't have like a busy, if you have a busy household, please protect yourself, because people can open doors. You know, children are playing hide and seek and being silly and playful or whatever. You know, people don't know that you're doing it. So make sure that you're away from busy life at home, because you don't want to burn yourself, okay? So you just want to keep your hair, oh, it smells so good. It smells so lovely. I just love, love, love the smell of this fabric conditioner. Just use whichever one you like. And you're just going to keep your hair in there. So I'm going to put my hair in the sink, and I'm going to just let it sit there for about a good 5 minutes. I've let this sit in for 5 minutes. I have to make sure that when I take the hair out of the jug, you don't hold the part that's been sitting in the hot water. You hold just above your hair in a big bunch, and you hang it over the sink suck, and you make the water just drip out. And if you can manage it with your hands, smooth out the hair like that. Let all the water drip out. And if you can't, use a rag. If you can't manage the heat, yeah? And then with the rest of the diluted conditioner water, you're going to do the same as before. You're going to pour it onto the hair. It might be safer for you to do this in the bath, you know, you have more space. I've been doing this for years, so I know what I'm doing. But if this is your first time and you're not feeling that confident, just put it over the put your hair over the bath, or get a friend to help you, or a relative, your husband. So we've just poured the rest of the conditioner mix over the hair, and we're just going to do the same thing as before. You can twist as well. You can twist and squeeze, twist and squeeze, twist and squeeze, like that. Now, what are you going to do with the kettle water? Well, you're going to reseal the hair, and it will also seal in the fragrance. Trust me. Oh, it smells so lovely. I get so many compliments about the smell of my hair, and I'm telling you, it lasts for a few days. Yeah, depending on how strong your conditioner mix is. Okay, because most of these conditioners now are concentrated, so the fragrance is more intense. So okay, we'll drip. Okay. So you just wring out the hair now, and then the hot water. Please be careful. Please be careful. You're going to pour the hot water. Well, mine's been cooled for about 10 minutes. It's still very, very hot. And you're going to do the same thing again. You're going to gather your hair, and you're going to put it into the jug. Like this. Remember, you're dealing with hot water, you know. So please be careful. So I'll just dip my hair like this. You don't have, you can use a jug, or you could have poured the hot water into the sink. Yeah, and then you just let it out again. It really, really, really refreshes the extensions. So you just wring out the hair now, and then the hot water. Please be careful. Please be careful. You're going to pour the hot water. Well, mine's been cooled for about 10 minutes. It's still very, very hot. And you're going to do the same thing again. You're going to gather your hair, and you're going to put it into the jug. Like this. Remember, you're dealing with hot water, you know. So please be careful. So I'll just dip my hair like this. You don't have, you can use a jug, or you could have poured the hot water into the sink. Really, really, really refreshes the extensions. It's like a new seal. Like, you know, when you get your hair done and they sealed it. When you pour the hot water on the extensions, it really does give it a fresh look, like you've just done them again. I just pour the hot water. I have not touched my scalp. You've got to be very sensible doing this. I'm sure there's another way that I can explain how to do it, but I'm just showing you what I do. I don't know how else to explain it, but just by showing you. So that's what I do. So you can just wring it. And that's it. Just one big rinse. Then you're going to get that towel once your hair is wrung out. Put your hair from the back to the front. Do your Badu towel like that, and then pat, pat, pat dry. Okay, so now that's been dried a little bit. Oh gosh, honestly, it smells so good. Salon fresh laundry smell. If you don't like fresh laundry smell, I don't know, darling, but they do a lot of fabric conditioners that don't smell like fresh laundry. They do a lot of fabric conditioners that actually smell quite perfumed and pretty. So if you don't like the smell of fabric conditioner, then this might not be the video for you. Okay, so now we're just going to dry the hair. The hair literally seals the fragrance in.
I'm gonna wash that man right out of my hair. I'm gonna wash that man right out of my hair. I'm gonna wash that man right out of my hair and send him on his way. Get the picture? I'm gonna wave that man right out of my arms. I'm gonna wave that man right out of my arms. I'm gonna wave that man right out of my arms and send him on his way.
Now your hair is dry, you need to revitalize it by using a leave-in conditioner. I like this one at the moment. This one is called Gliss Hair Repair by Schwarzkopf. And I just spritz it in, make sure I get right to the scalp. I love the smell of it, but if I'm being honest, it's very, very light, which I like. I don't like everything to be too heavy. I used to use a lot of this, you know, your hair oil conditioning sheen spray. Sometimes it's too heavy and the scent is too strong. I'm trying to experiment with other leave-in conditioners that aren't so intense with smell. I'll just give it a real good spray. Really manipulate the hair and move it to how you want it to be, and go right to the ends of the hair. Okay. And that's it. You've got salon fresh extensions, smelling good. Lovely. If you want, you can soak your hair in the fabric conditioner much longer. You can do it, you can soak it for up to half an hour if you want. What you could actually do, if you want a light version of the technique that I just showed you, and you might find what I showed you a bit too much, maybe it's too complicated the way I explained it, or you can't manage how I've shown you. Another technique is to Dilute the fabric conditioner with water, with nice warm water. And over a sink, you get the mixture and you run it through your hair like this. Yeah, you run the mix through your hair like that. Okay, and then with just clean water, it doesn't have to be, it can be warm, it can be cold, up to you. You can just do the same thing like this. So you just put the tuck on and then you would just run like that. That's just for a very quick fix, freshen up her. What I showed you is a technique that will help if you really want your hair to smell super, 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 super fresh. You like almost want to start again. Then that technique is good. And my hair just feels lovely and clean. Oh, it's very important to have fresh hair. There's no point washing, bathing, using luxurious scrubs and shower gels or body butters or perfume and your hair stinks. No, you've got to be smelling good from head to toe. And then once I've finished doing my hair, I just put on some perfume. Oh yeah, this one is so good. Just Jessica Simpson Fancy. I'm so sorry, my fake tan hands. And this on my hand, if you're wondering, I was just experimenting with some eyeliner, seeing if how long they last. And it's okay, not that great. It's not waterproof, that's for sure. And that's it, so I just spray and go, dear. Oh, beautiful. Trust me, you will get compliments. Conditioning your hair, fabric conditioner. Oh, nothing more beautiful than lovely smelling hair and sweet scented perfume. Okay, that's my lot. So I hope that I explained things okay. I hope you get the gist of what I'm trying to say, or just experiment with your own techniques. You don't have to do it exactly how I showed you. Do what's comfortable for you, okay? Do your own thing. Health and safety first. Health and safety first. Bye.